Hello, newbie. Welcome. So you decided to go with CCA. Excellent choice. Now, let's get into it. Now, when you're starting, there's going to be a few things that you're probably going to be really concerned about. What the hell did I just sign up for? Is it going to work? I don't want to take my measurements and my pictures. I don't want to talk to all these people. You might have a lot of I don't want to going on. Or you might be somebody who comes into this and your guns blazing. You are so ready to get started. My advice to both of you is going to be the same. And my advice is lean on us. This whole process is going to be different than a diet, than some kind of other routine that you've done. This is one-on-one. This is not a lose 30 pounds in 3 months kind of program. This is a let's see what the hell your body's doing kind of program. There's a lot of things that are going to go into this, but the success of this program working is going to rely on how needy you are. So do I need you guys to call me every 5 minutes and tell me everything that's going on? No, but in terms of if you are struggling with stress, with emotion, with the pace of your day, with symptoms, with ordering at a restaurant, making your baby steps stick, I don't want you to think of this as if you're not doing it right, you're not doing it. Again, we're here to teach. We got 6 months with you to teach you how to do these things, to teach you how to make it stick. So we want you to reach out. We want you to tell us when something's getting screwed up, but also when things are going really well. You're going to notice, especially with your first baby step, you're going to notice a surprising change. Now, I'm not talking about you're going to wake up and be a different size tomorrow, but what I'm saying is maybe you wake up and tomorrow you're not bloated. Maybe you wake up and tomorrow you don't want to rip people's heads off randomly or cry at a Hallmark commercial. Things like you're going to notice things changing on the inside. And that changing on the inside is what leads to the change on the outside because you did not do this to yourself. This is a symptom. So whether you're here for body image issues, whether you're here for illness, confidence, PCOS, Hashimoto's, a different autoimmune, a different illness entirely, trauma, whatever the hell the case is, communication is the name of the game while you're here in CCA. The good, the bad, the ugly. A few things to note. The pictures are going to be the hardest part of your entire program, probably. Pictures and measurements. Standing there with your belly out, doing something that you have tried for years to avoid doing, putting it right in front of you, or maybe having somebody you care about taking pictures when you haven't even let them see you naked with the lights on. I am honored and flattered by the effort. But it's also because I want you to see the difference. And that difference isn't going to be modeled on a scale. The difference in having the inflammation change from your face, having those things happen is not going to be reflected on a scale. Seeing the proportions of your body change might not be reflected on the scale, but it does not mean that it's not proof that what we're doing to change the weight ultimately, it doesn't mean that that's not what we're seeing. In fact, it's the opposite. When you see measurements changing, when you see skin changing, posture changing, just all of that changing, the weight's going to be the slowest part of this whole thing. Don't you want to have a couple of pats on the back on the way there showing you like, keep going, you're doing it, this is happening? Look for those clues. And if you can't find them, that's what we're here for. But when you're taking your pics and measurements, there's a few things to note. So you're going to want to do them after you poop in the morning before you eat, if that works out for your scheduling. If you don't go to the bathroom in the morning, whatever, but don't do your pictures after eating. Do it before. You want to pick a wall that is pretty blank, right? And you're going to want to come all the way back here. Oh, this isn't a very good job, but you're going to want to show your full body from about this far away. And the first picture is going to be arms out like this. Then it's going to be either like this, or you can do it in front of you like Frankenstein. And then it's going to be like this from behind. The goal with these is that you're going to recreate these photos every 4 weeks, depending on when your cycle tends to fall. You want them to be as similar as possible. So you want to wear the same clothes. You want to have the same pose. You don't want to wear big baggy stuff. You don't want to wear all pattern you know, all black. Like you really want to be as unflattering as possible because we want to see the only things that are changing. We want to see we're in the same clothes, stand in the same way, no angles that we could, you know, say, oh, it's the angle or, oh, the shadows. We want it the same because the only thing that should be different is what's happening and what your body's doing. Measurements from the ankles basically up. So, well, calves, I should say. So calves, thighs, hips, butt, belly, waist, chest, shoulders, biceps, neck. Now, this is going to, these measurements changes. I want you to remember, none of this is linear. So you might see 1 month it goes up somewhere, and you might see the next month it goes down double where it was, you know, like it cuts back a lot. The up and the down is all part of hormone imbalance. This is not linear. So I want you to remember, this is not to measure how well you're doing, how much weight you're losing, how great you're going to be at the end of this. This is just to be able to have data that goes along with what we're doing so we can see what's happening to your body. So don't forget that. This is not to be in your Jared Subway commercial. You know, this is just between us. Now, if you get a result that you're like, you could feel free to share that. Tell us, we'll share it on social, but we're not just going to post up whatever you send us if they're, you know, dramatic or whatever. So you don't have to worry about lack of privacy there. So in the link below, you're going to find the welcome packet. The welcome packet is going to walk you through everything. It's going to walk you through getting your first call booked to find your first baby step. It's going to tell you who to contact when you need certain things, where to find certain things, and how to get started overall. But I wanted to make sure that I did this video from my heart. It's not scripted. I hope I mentioned everything or else, you know, but I wanted to just tell you, thank you for trusting us. And I know you're probably ridiculously nervous, but as long as you are open with us, as long as you are just, you know, not having any preconceived notions about the pace, but rather trusting the process, we are only here to help. So do not hesitate to reach out. All right. And if you're terrified to reach out, just send us an emoji. If we get a random eggplant emoji, we're not going to think it's the other thing. We're going to think it's because you need help. So just shoot us an emoji and we'll do what we can to help you, or tell us what you're struggling with. We're here for you. Good luck and go forth. I cannot wait to hear how you do. I really can't. I can't wait to hear after that first baby step, seeing how simple it can be to feel so much better. So good job being here. Good luck. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.